Dude, Luke, the printer's still busted, man. What the fuck?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 75 of the Topless Robot podcast. My name is Ryan.
I'm Tyler.
I am endless soup and salad and breadsticks for $7.99.
I'm angry.
What a deal!
So before we get to that, you reminded me of something. The guy who was building his own rocket to prove that the Earth is flat has died trying to launch himself in his own rocket.
Was that
Good
this
riddance, dude.
That was this week.
Wow.
Yes.
See you later.
I mean, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man.
No, the world's better off.
Yeah. No, I saw the headlines. I'm like, that dude looks familiar. Because none of the headlines have called him the dude who is trying to prove to everyone
No one
flat
called out
Earth.
that he was batshit crazy.
Yeah. No, they're saying science channels because he is on some science channel series about home astronauts.
Oh, I was gonna say, please do not be a space
Yeah,
show.
don't give these people screen time. And
Yeah.
if you do, just make fun of them mercilessly the entire time.
Yes.
Even then, honestly, don't even. Like, it's still giving
Make
them a platform.
Make them so paranoid of the media that they hide away forever.
They're still getting
Bully
a
them,
platform.
exactly.
You know
Bullying
what?
just
I'm going to prove to the world that it's flat. I'm going to launch like the second that he announced.
Was it like a
That
bunch
this was
of
a
Roman
thing that he was
candles
going
on
to
like a lawn chair? Or?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but like you don't have to
No, it
worry
was
about.
a steam. It was a steam powered rocket.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm assuming it exploded. Or
I
did it-
I didn't read all the
Let me
details
guess.
on it.
The mustache wax, that he used caught fire in the in the cabin.
The point is, Tyler, when they're dead, you don't have to worry about giving them screen time, and that's when you really mock them. Like
Yeah.
that report just been like, the world is so much better off because this person has died.
Yep.
They were actively going out of their way to make people stupid.
You know,
the Earth is flat.
adding him to he might win the Darwin Award
That is
this year.
absolutely Darwin Awards.
That's definitely Darwin Award.
That is
Yeah.
super Darwin Awards material.
That's the thing that always cracks me up. We always hear about the people who say like it's never okay to celebrate someone dying. Fuck you. We're better off. That guy's dead.
Yeah, I mean, VE Day is a whole celebration of one guy being dead, and then that's good job, guys. We finished World War II.
Yeah.
It's true. There's only
Not the Pacific expansion though. That took a while longer.
It's only okay to celebrate someone's death if we all agree that it was okay to celebrate someone's death.
But that's the thing is there's plenty of people out there who think they just lost a flat earth hero.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know?
Yeah.
That man was gonna prove it. He was gonna get high enough up there to look at the disc from above.
I tell you right now, the government blew up his rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
shot
blew
it
it up.
out of the
It's gonna
sky
happen.
with a
Sheeple.
nuclear missile.
All of those birds, all those birds were there to do they were like watching over him. They were
They're like a Voltron, and like they're normally their cameras, but they combined all the birds into a laser cannon and shot him out of the sky.
Every lesson that will be learned out of this is not the lesson necessary for flat earthers.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's just going to be there goes a great man. He was going to they're not going to take away from it. Like
I guess you
maybe
shouldn't buy
this
a
is
rocket off of
stupid.
Etsy.
Yeah, at least I know what type of rocket not to build this time.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
build
exactly.
it bigger. and next to a school.
Yeah. What he did wrong was not believe the Earth was flat. It was the steam-powered rocket. That was his mistake. What we really need are some JATO, rockets to and then we'll actually we can
Man, we need some fucking diesel Hemi power.
Yep.
if
You
the
need to order
government
your
doesn't
good
stop
old fashioned
him in his tracks.
Acme rocket.
No, you fill it with gunpowder.
I've got a hot take. If you are dumb enough to think that the Earth is flat, you are not smart enough to
build a
launch a rocket.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So all of those are going to end with
Yeah.
with explosions. Every
Yeah.
time someone makes a fucking rocket, they're
Yeah.
gonna die.
Yep.
It's almost like rocketry is an incredibly complex science.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't no fucking rocket surgeon or whatever.
It's almost like it's a combination of several different practices and aerodynamics and chemical, like all kinds of things that are all carefully calculated and studied and brought together.
Now,
Yeah.
see,
in
that
order to
sounds
launch
like something a
into
government conspiracy theorist would say.
Listen
now
here-
you're trying to make me believe that science is real? Come on.
I have
The only
studied,
science I
How
need
dare
is...
you.
I have studied the interdisciplinary requirements to build and launch a rocket. It was the 3 R's: reading, writing, and running water.
Anyway, speaking of things that go fast, we
Nice segue.
went to see the
Knuckles the
Sonic,
Echidna.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which was fucking awesome.
It was great. I liked it. I
loved
liked
it.
it a lot.
It
loved
was grand.
It was passable.
The product
Yeah.
placement
Which
was
is like, again, as I said the other day, 3 out of 3 is as best as you get.
the product placement was a bit breadstick fisted.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it was fucking great.
They had to use the money off of product placement to redesign Sonic's.
Yeah, right.
It was
Animation.
It was very silly.
All of the heartfelt story moments made me roll my eyes.
Yeah,
Sure,
you know.
because they're textbook.
that's when I was sighing and grabbing my face.
Yeah, I mean,
Except-
they're textbook.
Just
Hey,
give me more funny Jim Carrey
Except
spasms.
when
Lord.
I did laugh when there's a part in the movie that I'm pretty sure is a direct reference to Sonic 06. And I'm not gonna I can't say it without spoiling it.
Sure.
But it's like the memeiest part of Sonic 06 with the princess kissing Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's only... I'll only say one thing. There's a scene in the movie where the Sonic drawing
Yep.
Yeah.
literally shows up.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Yep.
fantastic.
That was fucking great.
That
Yeah.
was outstanding.
That was perfect.
The self-aware jokes were very good.
Yeah,
they weren't as like, they didn't seem like bitter self-aware jokes. Like, I'm angry, I'm being mocked. Like, no,
Yeah.
dude, this is funny. Like, we'll mock me together.
yeah.
I hope the next one has some terrible Sonic OC in it.
That would be fantastic.
If like Sonic Chew shows up or something like that in an outtake.
I love the way you make it.
Do you think Tyler the Hedgehog will show up?
Oh God. Jesus
Dan the
Christ.
Echidna.
Cursed.
I really did like all the there's also so many little Easter eggs that you could pick up on
Yeah.
from the games. Like you could tell the ones that were making those references enjoyed the series and
Yeah,
were
absolutely.
definitely like fans. Like
Something that
Or at
is
least have a
on
good marketing team.
my wish list for the Blu-ray release of this movie is the original cut.
oh my god, please.
There is a theory going around that there was never an original cut.
That it was all a marketing stunt, you know?
Sure.
I do not believe that.
I don't
don't
believe
think
that at all.
I hope
yeah,
it's not.
I don't
an-
believe that either.
Unless they will try to cover up their mistake.
Especially considering apparently references to and the original tweets of the original design have all been deleted.
Yeah.
Foo foo
Yeah.
foo foo.
Like
I
they're
mean-
trying to scrub the original design from the internet.
They should. With how
It was
abominable the
terrible.
video game movie industry has been, there's no way you could have convinced me that was a PR stunt.
Yeah.
You know, the people still have not figured out how to make good video game movies for the most part. So that could have easily just been a misstep.
Yeah. Sonic's creator applauded the redesign, said it's good that now he has gloves, but said that it was weird that his eyes didn't connect. And he was sad that the original redesign has been wiped off of the internet.
I mean,
Because he wants to as well to see the entire movie with the original design as well.
the official releases have been wiped off the internet, but nothing ever really leaves the internet.
Sure, of course.
No one's ever really gone.
You know, you can say whatever you want.
I mean, What if Yuji Naka has the only copy in existence? I hope he does. I hope he just like kept that for himself.
Belongs in a museum.
This is mine.
It's like when George Lucas pulls out his copy of the Star Wars Christmas special and cries every now and then.
Pours himself a bottle of a glass of
Blue milk.
whiskey. Yeah, whiskey and blue milk, and just sits there and just weeps naked in a leather armchair.
This should have been something good.
You're a poet. You're a poet, Brooke.
Yes, I've captured the human condition.
But yeah, I honestly hope that they do an original cut as a bonus feature on the Blu-ray. I think that would be outstanding.
It will sell.
amazing.
Then they will have
tons of
truly
copies.
owned their mistakes, and they will make crazy money.
Because people will fucking buy that immediately
Oh,
just
yeah.
to see
Buy
it.
it for the shit post.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And if you make it a limited edition, you'll really rake in the cash.
Yep.
Was it me or did
Oh my
it feel?
god. Make figures.
Oh please,
They won't do that.
I'm sure there's some prototypes out there.
make it amiibo.
Oh my
Oh
god.
please, make it amiibo, Nintendo.
Well, have you seen any like Sonic movie like toy merch?
Not yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. I
Make a line of T-shirts.
I do definitely need a Jim Carrey Robotnik though.
that was
Jim.
his performance was the best part of
It
of the movie.
felt so much like watching like Ace Ventura again.
Yeah, it was like watching
It
exactly.
was,
Yeah.
it was classic Jim Carrey. His return.
Their reasoning for calling him Eggman was kind of shitty.
That was bad.
That was very bad.
Everyone knows his name is Tentopor. It's Robotnik spelled backwards.
Thank you. Yeah, none of us knew that. Yeah, great. Yep. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad. It wasn't
I
as
enjoyed it.
ham-fisted as it could have been. With
I
the
enjoyed it a
Eggman.
lot.
I already forgot because I was trying to black out before that movie was over. I didn't make it though.
It
it
was
Not enough bananas Fosters.
the Zillow advertisement.
oh
the-
yeah, that was
Oh yeah, I was looking for a place to live on Zillow, and they shot at the screen at a place in San Francisco that's $4,600 a month that you're definitely going to be able to afford as a San Francisco police officer
Oh yeah, and
And a
was
single.
and a
single income for the
veterinarian.
moment.
and a vet tech, yeah. Of course, very affordable. Zillow, wink.
Yeah,
Zillow, when you're there, your family.
there were a few others. But
Oh,
like,
fuck,
none of them were as bad as the Olive Garden.
Olive Garden one was.
They
it was
leaned
funny
heavy
at
on the
the
Olive
end.
But the
last
Olive Garden
was
one
fine.
made me laugh at least.
Yeah.
The first one was, yeah, when you're there, your family. You're like, fuck that. That one was bad. That one was bad. But the last one was funny. Here's a $50.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got the cool reference.
Spoiling all the best parts of the film title.
Sorry, everyone, that I spoiled the Olive Garden references. My bad.
We're gonna have to take away your bottomless pasta bowl.
No, that was how I was going to feed myself this week.
Bottomless pasta and science.
Why not go to the Olive? Take your family. I've got an idea. This here is my family. I can feed all of these growing boys for $14.90. Endless bottomless pasta bowls at Olive Garden.
Do you ever have
when
a
you are
dream-
here, your family.
Introducing our new Zions and Olive Garden crossover where we boil Zions into a reduction and use it as a sauce on your spaghetti.
And how? It's got everything a gamer needs for his reflexes.
It's carbs and caffeine all in one convenient meal.
And it
And
even
only for
comes in a
$14.99.
shake.
We even boil the noodles in Zions.
I did have a friend who he goes out of his way to buy dollar store steaks, which are barely steaks.
Those are gross.
and then tenderize the hell out of them.
he tries to do whatever he can to make a cursed version. So he boiled Rip It energy drinks into a reduction and made a sauce out of them and poured it over the steak.
That's so evil. I love it.
He boiled one of them in Powerade.
Lord.
Yeah, he literally made milk steak once.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
And he catalogs them all with photographs and sends them to us.
Oh my God.
Did he try these concoctions?
Oh yeah, he finished the milk steak and said it wasn't that bad. He almost finished the Powerade one, I think. He said he could not. He could not eat the fucking Ribbit thing. It's like the worst thing he's ever had in his life. This is a man who will chug expired dairy, for reference.
Oh.
How is this person still alive?
Whoa.
Because he died inside a long time ago.
And
That is disgusting.
science, it's disgusting.
Science, boil your meat in it.
Don't listen to that.
Science rules. Bill.
No, it's just
Bill
fine.
Nye, the science guy.
We're not sponsored. But we
Buy
will.
now, buy now, the science guy. Buy.
Ouch. I could hear that as an actual advertisement
Yeah.
for something.
Yep.
It's Bill Nye spinning around in the can of science going around his
Brooks
head.
Wilson, futurist.
It's got a bendy straw coming out of the lid and into his mouth as he spins.
Now he's got one of those beer hats. I'm sorry.
Science rules.
Science cranial dispenser. $59.97.
Just 4 small equal payments of $59.97.
4 small equal payments of $59.97. Science. It's good for kids.
So yeah, what do you think? Ultimate bottom line on Sonic the Hedgehog. Go see it.
Yeah.
I would watch it on a Tuesday at work.
Yeah.
Go see it, but don't be sober. I don't think I would have enjoyed that movie at all if I was sober.
I watched the Mario Brothers movie sober.
I did too,
So
but that's
have I.
because I
I was
wasn't
a
old enough to
child.
drink. Yeah, exactly. If I go watch the Mario Brothers movie again at any point in my life, I'm not going to be sober.
Okay, what do you think is better, the old Mortal Kombat movie or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, yeah.
The old Mortal Kombat movie is very good. So that's actually a fair comparator.
Now, Sonic the Hedgehog versus Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, but
Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't have cool lines like, "For I beheld Satan as he fell from heaven like lightning, and then he crashed into a bunch of TVs." It's only in the game.
That would be really confusing if Sonic the Hedgehog did that.
It's in the game.
Oh my god!
I mean, I would love to hear Sonic talk biblical. Get some
Hear Ben
purple,
Schwartz.
some purple prose going on as Sonic, dude.
Oh my god!
But war.
All those
war
Christian
never
Sonic
changes.
memes.
Yeah, exactly.
He just picks up a cross for a second.
War. It's no good.
Oh man! Oh.
War never changes.
There's no chili dogs in Afghanistan.
And there won't be chili dogs in Africa this Christmas.
For just 99 cents a day, you can.
You can bring chili dogs to the children of Africa.
Oh man!
That's no good. Yeah, I say go see it.
Yeah. Hey, like I said last week, two straight video game movies that have not been bad.
If you like Sonic, then you should go see it. And if you don't like Sonic, you should also go see it.
Yeah. You should go if you only like Jim Carrey.
Honestly,
you should go see it.
Yeah.
especially if you want classic Jim Carrey back, like I have been asking for
If
so
you
long.
remember who James Marsden is beyond being that terrible Cyclops, then you should go see it as well.
Yeah. I don't think he was
Hey.
a terrible
Yeah,
Cyclops.
I
I,
didn't
think
think
he
he
was
was that
actually a
bad.
perfect Cyclops.
I thought he was too edgy.
Cyclops has always been an
Cyclops
edgelord,
is-
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's I don't know.
James
Cyclops is angry and
Yeah.
temperamental.
Takes himself and everything else far too seriously.
Yeah, but he looked like he was gonna say "fuck Batman" at any moment.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He
That's
didn't.
what sets them apart.
I mean, I've told you, one of my favorite arcs is where he pretty much becomes Magneto.
Yeah.
And Wolverine becomes Professor X. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
Cyclops would become the next Magneto.
Yep. Yeah, he's an edgy little boy.
Yeah, he just I think just James Mars I didn't like James Marsden himself as that portrayal of Cyclops.
You just don't like James Marsden.
I
Just
don't
be
like
honest.
James Marsden.
You should have just said that from the get go.
You didn't need to go on this long journey.
Because honestly, he played Cyclops perfectly to the character.
He's like male placeholder.
I honestly
stock photo example.
Yeah.
literally
He
was
is-
going to say that with this movie. Like any any white semi-attractive actor from Hollywood
Well, it was
could have
originally
been this
Chris Pine.
character. Was it?
Wasn't it Chris Pine?
Don't look at me.
I think.
Like Dad's gonna know. Was it really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it might have been.
Yeah.
That would have been weirder.
Yeah.
They should have picked somebody just. They could have picked anybody
Yeah.
to do it. It was inconsequential.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that character
right.
did
Exactly.
not matter.
Yeah. No, not
That
at
character did not need to have any like fitness skill set.
all. No.
So it could have been
Could have literally been any. They could
Jim
have put a car.
Belushi,
Joe Pesci.
Danny DeVito.
Oh my god! I would have watched the hell out of that version if it was Danny
anyways, let's talk
DeVito.
Then they'd be the same height.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Oh man.
All right, Sonic, let's go.
I feel like you can just put Danny DeVito in anything, and it'll make it like people will enjoy it. Like,
true.
I can't think of a role in anything that's remotely funny that I wouldn't want Danny DeVito to be.
Yeah.
in.
You could have had Yui Bowl in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh God, no. We don't need Yui
Don't-
Bowl doing anything.
Don't
ever.
speak his name. You'll make him
You'll
make another
summon him,
movie.
yeah.
You'll summon him and another horrible video game
It's
movie.
been so many years since Yui Bowl has been mentioned in the public eye. That's why we haven't had any new Yui Bowl films.
Oh no!
Now that he's
I have
been
broken the
re-brought up,
seal.
you've
The
broken
demon
the
is
seal.
unleashed.
There's House of the Dead Part 5 is now coming out next year.
There's a terrible.
In the name of the King 2.
There's a VHS copy of the first House of the Dead movie, and he just bursts out of it. After 10,000 years, I'm free.
Who has spoken my name?
Guys, instead of James Marsden in the Sonic movie, David Hasselhoff.
Oh my God.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
I can't stand David Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
But he's drunk the whole time and eating cheeseburgers.
that's one of my favorite. I know it's a sad moment in a person's life. But
Yes.
it's still the video is just like, oh man,
That was a low point for him, but it was still hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey,
'cause,
pain
you
is
know,
funny.
Yep.
And you don't hassle the Hoff.
Werner.
You just don't.
Werner.
It's true. It's in the name.
Werner Herzog in Sonic the Hedgehog.
You know, Werner the Herzog?
Yeah, but I mean, like, have him play, with James Marsden's character instead.
Yeah, I saw.
Herzog is like just spitting prose the whole time.
No,
That'd be a-
Christopher Plummer.
I saw
Oh,
that
gosh.
both myself and Zeke thought of you instantly when that came across our timelines on Facebook.
And I had that. I've had that meme in my phone for a week prior to that too.
Which one?
The Werner the Herzog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Werner the Herzog.
That's what the movie was missing, was some classic Sonic riffs. We got some
yeah.
Green Hill Zone.
Yeah.
We didn't get, like that fucking perfect Sad AM Sonic theme song. We didn't get any,
We didn't even get Sonic Underground, and that was the worst theme song of all of them.
we did get Sonic.
No, we didn't even get
Okay.
that. Like they couldn't get anything for whatever reason. But that's all owned by somebody else, though, right?
I think
I
we
have
could have
no
like
idea.
covered it or like done like a.
We also
recreation
didn't
of
get
it.
Escape from the City.
I wish we had.
I was expecting that
I
at
was
some point.
too.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Maybe they didn't want to pay Crush 40.
Crush 40 needs a job, guys.
Follow me.
They're
Set me free.
they're currently assistant managing
Well,
at
escape from
Kinko's in I don't know actually no. I think it's Jun Sonoe and whatever that guy's name is. Yeah, they didn't really have any other music cues beyond
Green Hill Zone.
Green Hill Zone. We didn't even get the Sonic 1 theme.
Yeah.
Which would have been cool.
Yeah.
Which yeah, it's kind
Again-
of surprising we didn't get more than that.
I could have just completely missed it because I was trying to be blasted, but when they were in that little mushroom world, did it play that soundtrack from the fucking third game?
No, it did not play Mushroom.
No.
No. And that's from Sonic and Knuckles.
Tell us what you really think, Dan.
I care about the truth of Sonic canon. to a negative degree.
So you do care.
No, actually, I believe he is owed cares.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I need to care more.
You have to
somehow
Yeah,
more about
You have
Sonic.
to care more. Absolutely.
Oh man. Start doing meth because I gotta go fast because Dan needs it. I just start get tattooed entirely blue.
He shows up and just like, wait, I got to put on my methamphetamine patches. Just slaps all up his arm.
blue, and then just leave my hands and don't even wear gloves. This looks fucking weird.
So it'd be like the unfinished scenes in Cats.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man.
So Stadia finally released on something other than Pixel phones. So now on all of Samsung's flagship phones from the S8 up to current are now supported by Stadia. So I've gotten some quality Stadia time in on my Note 10. And unfortunately, my Wi-Fi has been kind of iffy. But even with my Wi-Fi, like even my TV in my bedroom has been, kind of, going lower resolution when I'm streaming stuff and whatnot. So I know that it's my wireless. But even with the wireless being a little spotty in my bedroom, I was able to play some Final Fantasy 15 yesterday. There were some points of stuttering, but it was all
15's the boy band
internet
simulator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Broad Trip.
Road trip.
Bro trip.
And played a little bit of Destiny 2 and played some Borderlands 3. And it's just nice on, my nice big Note 10 Plus, to play these, like very pretty games.
Nice.
You should get one of those like gas station VR goggle things you put your phone in so you can play it like that.
Yeah. Go cross-eyed in 2 years.
Yeah, right.
It's like I'm in the game.
But it seems like Google has been listening to the complaints and they're actively trying to do better because just in the past week, the posts in the announcement section of their Discord has gone up. They brought support to Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy handsets. And they started doing just more interactive stuff, announcing more games, interviews with devs that are developing on their platform, just kind of like trying to keep the news flowing, as opposed to
Letting it
dropping a whole bunch of shit out and then letting it die for a month before going, oh, hey, we just added these things,
That's what do it. Keep them interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them on the hook.
Ashens kind of did a perfectly on the nose short video on the Stadia. It's like 2 minutes long. And no words are spoken. It's just his iconic couch view plops down the Stadia box. And it says like the name of it is like the true potential of Stadia. And so he takes a Chromecast out. And he starts playing, and he's playing Tomb Raider. And, Then he connects it through a series of adapters to a black and white tube television, starts playing Tomb Raider again. Then connects it through a series of adapters and a wireless transmitter to a TV Watchman, like a Walkman thing. Over local wireless transfer or whatever, and starts playing it on that little thing. He's like, yeah, and then shows him browsing the store and getting to Red Dead Redemption 2 and seeing the price and going, and then stuffing the controller in a drawer.
Wow. What a trip.
Where he's like, yeah, you know what? This is great. You can do all kinds of great. They want how much for the games? And then it ends with him showing a screenshot of how much Red Dead 2 costs on Amazon right now, which is like $25.
Yeah.
And Stadia, it was
it 60?
Yeah,
$9,000. But you get a free cowboy hat you can print out.
That's the curse of ports. They always charge full price like they did when the game originally came out.
Yep.
Yep. because they have to get their money.
It's like when it still blew my fucking mind that after all these years of Terraria existing,
Yeah, that when
it
it
was
hit
on
the Switch, it
they
was like
charged
$40
you
bucks.
30 or
Yeah.
40 bucks for it. So are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Terraria
play
came
it on
out
the
10
go.
years ago.
Yeah, that's an old ass game.
Yeah.
But you can play it on the go.
Wow.
It's been on the Vita for 7 years.
But Ryan, you can play it on the go.
Yeah, Ryan, nobody had a Vita. You can just pretend it didn't exist.
I know someone
I
that had
have
a Vita.
Like
Besides
he said,
Ryan.
no one has
Also,
a Vita.
Brent has a Vita.
Like he said.
also with that top hat, you're only allowed to speak in that voice from now on. You can play it on the go.
You can play it on the go.
Let me see your hat.
The only person I knew before I met you who had a Vita was a person who used to play Monster Hunter and
Oh,
begged us all to buy a Vita constantly so he could play with somebody.
Dude,
Doesn't-
there are
doesn't make
great
you feel powerful.
games on it. I love Uncharted for
Makes
it was
me-
fucking great.
I wear
Wipeout
a
on it
side
was
like
awesome.
this.
And like they started strong and then it fizzled out.
No, the Vita was great. It just needed better support. Yeah.
Yep. If you wanted to play Persona games and Monster Hunter, that was pretty much what it ended up becoming.
Exactly.
JRPGs.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm distracted without my hat.
Because his brain is in here. Now I have it. It is the power of 2 peanuts. Oh.
What are you looking at? I'm distracted as fuck.
God damn it.
Now I'm back. Okay.
You pulled a bird out of a hat.
I pulled a bird out of a
He
hat.
pulled a bat out of a
I
hat.
pulled a bat out of a hat.
I hate you all.
You know
So
that
what
Prince
else?
song when bats cry?
What else has been going on?
Star Wars Clone Wars season 7 debuted on.
Oh, did it
on
debut?
Disney Plus? Yeah, first episode.
Right on.
It's really good. They have upped the ante on the animation. It's a beautiful looking show.
But
Like,
they're sticking with the staggered release. They're not
yeah,
dropping them for binge.
staggered release.
Of course,
kinda rough.
they need to make sure that people still use Disney Plus.
Right, but fucking Hulu, doesn't only did staggered release on a handful of shows, but for the most part would drop their original series full. Because you could make that same argument for any other subscription service out there, that they need to stagger release in
And
order
Disney
to
Plus has
keep
even
people hanging on.
released its like some of its shows all at once. Like they had that Encore with Kristen Bell in it. It's like a musical TV show.
Mhm.
And that was an original for Disney Plus, and they dropped all of the episodes
Oh,
right,
did
at
they?
Right when it launched. It was all there.
Okay.
So, and I think they've done that with a few. It's not every
So then they
single.
must be
it must just be their
identifying that
flagship.
there are ones that are going to be that they identify as big draws.
Yeah.
And going, you know what? Fuck you.
We need you to stick
This
around.
thing you what? Fuck it.
Those Star Wars.
One
Star Wars is what's
minute
making them
at a
stay.
time.
One frame.
Season 1, minute 1.
That would be evil. Don't give them.
In the year 2054.
When our attention spans have truly gone down the toilet.
That was a great picture.
That was a great. Did you see last night's minute of Clone Wars?
Dude. Oh, man. Well, it was like a minute 5, dude. It was a long one.
Ow!
Speaking of
I just got stabbed by the cat. Ow! Its
upcoming
claws in
animated shows, Tyler,
my- Ow! That really hurt.
You what?
we only got a very brief hint of information, but did you hear what they've tentatively referred to season 3 of Castlevania as?
No.
The psychedelic horror season.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, I'm really curious what they're going for
I
with
still
that.
need to watch that.
Really
Yes,
good.
you
will
do.
love it.
I love
There-
Castlevania. I love Warren Ellis.
They announced too that there's a new Jason Isaacs and Bill Nighy are going to be in season 3. Right?
Oh, right on.
Those are names that I definitely know.
Jason Isaacs was Malfoy from Harry, or
And-
Lucius Malfoy from Harry.
Oh,
Potter.
okay.
Bill
And then-
Nighy was Octopus McFace in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
Davy Jones.
Oh.
he's kind of like in a lot of things. He was also in that episode of Doctor Who with the Van Gogh.
He was also in Love Actually.
I never saw Love Actually.
You saw that episode of Doctor Who though with the Van Gogh episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was the museum curator in that episode.
Yeah, I'm not a Doctor Who guy, but that was one that someone recommended that I watch, and it was pretty good.
I love that episode.
It is a good episode.
It was sad.
Yeah, I definitely need to check out that series. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm glad to see that they're doing more and that it's just that basically that it's getting the reception that it is.
Yeah,
Because without a platform like Netflix, I feel like it would have fizzled out.
definitely.
No longer will Castlevania be for weirdos that play games in their basement.
There was some new. Oh yeah, there's a Borderlands movie coming out.
Yeah, Eli Roth is
What?
directing the
Oh,
Borderlands
yeah,
movie.
that's right.
Eli Roth is directing a Borderlands movie.
You know, I hope it's okay.
Borderlands has a lot of the good framework to be a good movie.
It really does actually have an intriguing story. Like it has the world.
As long as they don't try and make the movie serious, it should be good.
Yeah.
It has to be
there's
flippant
no way
the entire time.
if they tell it like Tales from the Borderlands,
yeah,
like
that would work.
there's their material right there.
Yeah, but it's Eli Roth. I don't trust Eli Roth. Eli Roth.
I don't trust Eli Roth to
What else has
tell
Eli Roth
a
done?
story. He got famous for doing Hostel.
Cabin Fever.
Oh, that's right. He did Cabin
He,
Fever
where,
as well.
where he also wrote that movie, including the fantastic line of dialogue that concludes with a character declaring that, quote, squirrels are gay, unquote.
That's some masterful,
Quality,
are gay.
quality writing.
masterful.
It's all the chemicals in the water.
I was
Turn
literally
squirrels gay.
Thanks,
chemicals in
Obama.
the water seeping into the nuts, so that whenever
Yeah.
one of those squirrels eat those
That
nuts.
means we have gay trees making gay acorns for
Yeah.
gay squirrels. Yep. Thanks, government.
Gay naked mole rats.
Thanks, Gubbit.
Oh, thanks, Obama.
I'm hopeful for it because the material is there. Like, I feel like the Borderlands universe is interesting. It's an interesting place to tell stories.
Definitely.
I would almost say I'd prefer that it be a series and not a movie.
Yeah.
Because
More time for quips.
more time for quips and more stories to tell. Because like Borderlands, especially now with Borderlands 3, is significantly more than just Pandora.
Mhm.
And you've got all these different corporations and things. You can tell a whole lot of difference. You could tell almost like a Cowboy Bebop type series where each episode is just a different adventure.
Yeah.
And there may be some overarching corporate espionage or rebellion, story arcs to tell within this, story. But I think those day-to-day filler episodes are, what would be extremely interesting in a Borderlands series, which we're not going to be able to get in a Borderlands movie.
Yeah.
Like you're not really, the world itself is like a character in Borderlands, just like all the weird shit. And I feel like you're not really going to be able to give it the time that it needs to develop in a 2-hour, time frame.
I'm also curious. Are they doing like a whole new group of characters for this movie, or are they?
I don't know.
I kind of hope they do.
I hope so, too.
I like when video game or like movies that are based on video games make their own story and make their own characters and don't like try to lean into exactly what the game was. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's
like
kinda
use the
like-
world, use the like maybe have one of those characters or some of those characters in the movie,
Right.
but don't have them be the primary focus. Because
Well, it's kind of like how in Tales, we were following two people that we had never met before in the series to that point, and Handsome Jack is there, but so there's references to the world at large, and then in Borderlands 3, Reese from Tales is in Borderlands 3. So it kind of comes back around and folds everything back in and everything. And, it's like this was a story that was happening elsewhere and developing elsewhere at a different time and that sort of stuff. And I'd love to see the movie bring out these new characters and then those new characters get folded into the series canon.
that would be cool.
Where like Borderlands 4 and the movie characters are in it,
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be like this is the kind of thing that I want to see studios do more often if they're gonna do video game adaptations of movies and vice versa. Like bring the two worlds together a little bit, but have them telling different stories. Because I mean, at the end of the day, the reason that movie adaptations of games don't work very often is because like the medium is so different.
Yeah.
And how what you find. So like tell a different story that would be better in a movie than it would be in a game. Like do something new with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I think Eli Roth will at least get it visually down.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But aside from that,
Yeah,
I don't have high hopes for his writing.
No.
Well,
no.
if he's just directing, if somebody else writes,
Yeah, if somebody
we
else
gotta
writes-
figure out who's going to write it.
Yeah, but it depends on how heavy-handed he tries to get with changing the pace of the writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eli Roth, he makes movies.
He makes gay squirrels.
It's all your fault.
Damn it all to hell, Margaret, the gay squirrels are back.
Look at that one with the puffy cheeks. You just know his mouth is only full of nuts.
What else has been going on this week?
What has been going on?
Well, the final countdown for the release of Mega Man Zero Collection.
Yes,
I will
Tuesday.
I will have that on
Nearly
Tuesday.
there.
Someday. I've considered calling off work.
Tuesday.
I've never called off work. to
I've
play a
considered
video
calling
game.
off of work to play all these games that I've played before.
Yes, but I.
I'm probably going to end up calling off of work for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
God, I hear about people doing this all the time, and it blows my mind that people call out of work
I've got vacation days.
to play games for a day.
I did the same thing when
scheduled
Vita came out. I took like a week off
I did that
because I have vacation days because I have a normal 9 to 5 job.
True. Yeah.
I did that for when Skyrim came out. I like actually like put it in my vacation day calendar. I was like, hey, I'm not gonna. I didn't call out the day before, but I told my boss, hey, I'm playing a video game all day.
Yeah.
That's great. I
You guys are fucking spoiled.
played like 24 hours of Skyrim.
This is
Wow.
what people who have vacation days can do.
I know. It's just wild to me. The idea of vacation days. I'm sorry.
I know, right?
I live in the dystopian side of America.
See this? You see this right here? This is the wrong
This
side
is
of the
literally the
tracks.
poverty line right here, guys.
Yep, right here. Right here.
Well, we're gonna gerrymander the Topless Robot.
Then it would have made more sense for me to go and grab my top hat and wear my top hat too.
Yeah,
Damn
yeah.
it!
And your pile of cash stuffed in your shirt, like coming out of your sleeves.
I'll get my monocle. Work really hard on growing a big mustache.
You constantly have a ticker at the bottom of the feed with like your stock.
Meanwhile, me and Brooks take a potato and cut it in half and share it with each other.
Can't even
I have
waste.
to take a big glider to heat it up. The wage disparity in America, a true story.
Here, let me help. Don't say I never help the poor.
Trickle down economics. We got a lighter from a rich man. It worked.
Reagan was
Let's sell it on the black market.
And buy drugs with it.
Drugs and 2 potatoes.
So honestly,
Sponsored by Bloomberg.
This is why social services don't work. They just
This social
They just
commentary
take and
brought
take
to you
and
by
take.
Topless Robot.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Okay. So, all right, we
Watch out, we might get stopped and frisked.
we don't get we tend to try to avoid getting too political on the podcast. However, some of the memes that came out of that first Democratic debate with Mike Bloomberg in it were amazing.
all of them. I still don't know how I missed
The memes give me life. Oh my God. I need to find them. They are just so like one of them was Mike Bloomberg brought a wallet to a knife fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a powerful.
Someone updated Mike Bloomberg's Wikipedia page to show that he had died and listed cause of death as Elizabeth Warren.
That's pretty good. My favorite thing that I've seen so far is when Jasmine, or was it Haley or Jasmine, messaged the Bloomberg campaign. They had the direct message on Facebook. She's like, "You're fucking. What's wrong with America?
Go buy an island and die on it.
Go buy an island and die on it." And then it responds, "Oh, it seems like you're not interested in Mike Bloomberg, are you?" And I'm like, "That's great."
See, now,
Well, it'd be nice if I could afford an island to die on, but I can't. I gotta rent a plot by the freeway.
we're gonna have to buy a 1 foot by 1 foot square of land and dig straight down and die in a hole.
Get stuffed into it.
Hey, Ryan and I will lease you a spot on our island.
Lease you a spot on your island.
And you have to keep paying monthly payments even after death, or we will exhume your corpse and throw it into a trash pile.
No,
much.
no. The trash pile is for mid-tier payers.
yeah, you're right.
We just get washed up on a beach somewhere.
You think you can afford a beach vacation? I don't think so.
Some dudes would pay a lot of money for the humiliation Warren is giving Bloomberg for free.
Oh man,
They were just so the memes were so good. But yeah, I mean, it makes it pretty clear that there's no fucking way Bloomberg is getting the nomination.
I don't know.
Especially after
Unless
Bernie,
he hires the whole police force to beat us up and make us vote for
yeah,
him.
right. And
You look like you're not voting for Bloomberg.
Stop and frisk! Stop and frisk!
Bernie fucking swept it in Vegas, so.
Behold the face of your Doomberg.
I'm surprised that there wasn't a blue Dinkelberg meme somewhere.
Dinkelberg.
Bloomberg.
Well, you see, if he was doing well enough, someone would be able to use that.
True. That is true.
Why is it so hard to find the memes? I need the memes. They give me life.
That's why you save them like any other reasonable person would.
Yes.
I was busy pooping.
That's when you save them.
That's the best
Memes
time
are not
to save.
property. They're free. For the world, Ryan.
for the working
Well,
class.
that's why he does.
I can't
Ryan
afford
does
any
not.
memes.
Oh, that's
take
right. He
part in
doesn't
anything
believe in
free.
free things.
Exactly.
He's too rich for that.
Right. I still pay for dial-up just so my memes cost me.
I wouldn't want to be a parasite on society, now would I?
He
a great
uploads
I
them to
pulled
a-
it up myself by my bootstraps were attached to a pair of bootstraps.
He uploads his memes to Adobe stock photos, so he has to buy them to watch them again.
I have a slave on each leg designated to pull up my bootstraps for me.
Actually, I download everyone else's memes and then I trademark them.
I watermark them.
And then,
Really obnoxious.
And then you
like-
make sure, like, after you do that, you post them on Instagram with a white border, like, Lamau, this is so funny. Because that really improves the quality of the joke, am I right?
absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're going to do that, you may as well deep fry it too. Like,
yeah.
Ryan doesn't deep fry. Okay, he sous vides.
no,
Actually,
he actually has a pressure fryer.
Oh, you're right.
I prefer air fried memes.
They are lesser calories.
I got too many. We should open up a booth at the next state fair in October for deep fried memes.
Get your deep fried memes here.
Deep fried memes. Get 'em.
Good old state fair deep fried memes.
Fun for the whole family.
But whenever it's just sheets of paper with the deep fried memes printed on them, and when someone orders one, we just ball it up and cover it in batter and throw it in the fryer.
No,
Yes, sirree, we got SpongeBob, we got cats.
no. What we do is we get paper plates that have popular memes deep fried, properly deep fried, printed on the plate. And then you serve fucking funnel cake on top of it. So as they eat their funnel cake, they uncover the deep fried meme underneath.
We only accept payment in the form of motherfucking smashed like buttons.
It'll be like just this big cushiony thumbs up button at the order
But
window.
when you hit it,
Takes
when you
money
hit
out of
it,
your
an air horn
config-
goes off. But not directly
In the distance.
No. So you have your tables over here, right? So you have the air horns go off and right on the tables.
Oh my God.
This sounds cursed.
Yeah,
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's get our dumb paper hats.
Oh,
We'll have to work the booth, Dan, because we're the working class of society.
And we're going to steal this idea that you've come up with and profit on it.
it will be a booth that I own.
Obviously.
a booth that I am leasing to you for twice as much as it cost me.
I am actually paying you to run the booth $2 an hour.
Oh,
But
joy.
we
Money?
encourage tips,
oh,
Yes,
God.
tips are encouraged.
Tips are encouraged.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
but not necessary.
Not.
But you make everything so expensive that nobody tips.
Yeah.
Because it's.
Look, we have to be able to cover that $2 an hour. Where do you think we're going to get that overhead?
By charging $7 for a glass of water.
Okay, Cricket Pavilion.
Yeah. Oof.
That reminds me of one of the shittier practices of a venue back home in Madison. I don't know if I ever brought this up before, but to me, water of all things should always be made available for free. It's
Yes.
the responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
People should be
It's a
properly
law
hydrated
in
if they're out drinking.
Arizona.
And even in the Midwest,
Yeah.
if you're out drinking, you should be encouraging that people hydrate, and keep themselves well hydrated.
And not
This venue, it was a larger venue. They'd get bigger bands, big stage, and it was only a venue. It was not open for any other reason other than large shows.
So, like the marquee.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay.
In the bathrooms, the faucets only ran hot water.
So you couldn't drink
So
it?
you couldn't drink it to
That's
prevent people
fucking
drinking
stupid.
water from the faucet.
That's such a good idea. I
It's
mean, terrible.
fucking evil as hell.
There was a Starbucks it was near downtown Phoenix or in downtown Phoenix. I can't remember where it was, but they would say, yeah, water's free, but the cup's 25 cents or the cup's 50 cents.
Sure.
Stick your face underneath if you want, but you have to pay for the cup.
I mean, that's basically how fast food joints. Well, no, I guess they'll.
Now you get a
usually
water
just give you
cup.
yeah.
But if you're a teenager and you fill it up with soda, you're gonna get that shit taken away from you, or you'll be like asked to leave. I think I've seen that a couple of times.
Sorry, sir, you need to leave because you fooled us.
You bamboozled us.
Yeah.
It's so like sickening to think of how there are people out there who are just that evil. Like, I don't want people to drink water unless I make money. Nestle.
We've
Yeah.
got to have money.
What did they
Nestle-
say? Didn't he literally say water is not a human right and should
Yes.
be privatized?
Yep. Nestle has
Cyberpunk.
won the trademark over water, and so just patented water. Now, anyone who uses water as part of their products
Can't wait.
owes Nestle money.
I am
Can't
made
wait.
entirely of Nestle products. 80%
Sorry,
of
80.
80% of my body is Nestle products.
And
That's
so
how-
now
and thus
you
slavery's
owe
been
a
reinstated.
yearly fee to Nestle for the Nestle branded water that's coursing through your body.
Silence brand. It's terrible. And their chocolate sucks.
Nestle trucks are gonna start going down the street and just throwing people in for.
Speaking of water crises, they're talking about rebooting Tank Girl with Margot Robbie.
I saw
Margot
that.
Robbie.
I saw that. And I do like Tank Girl.
I love Tank Girl, and I think Margot Robbie would be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
fit for
Absolutely.
I love Margot Robbie.
Either, if you couldn't get Margot Robbie to do it, I would say that Allison Brie would be a good substitute.
Danny
that.
DeVito.
Disagree.
Yes.
Or just, we're just basically, we're just going to have to see what a bunch of celebrities look like with shaved heads.
Sure. I don't think Allison Brie is the right fit on that.
Yeah.
Because the closest she comes to like that type of character would be in Glow.
I'm sorry, not Allison Brie.
Never saw this.
Shit.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
Okay,
what I'm
that
thinking of.
I could
Brie
maybe
Larson.
see.
I don't know
Brie
why I said
Larson.
Allison Brie. My bad.
I was like, Allison Brie. You mean the bookish hot chick in Community?
Annie is okay. I think that a Tank Girl movie would do well.
I wonder if Ice-T will reprise his role.
I mean, I like the comics; those are good.
Comics are good.
Maybe they'll try to
Get Malcolm McDowell back as the
He
bad
won't
guy.
reprise his role. Ice-T will be Tank Girl.
What's that?
He will be
Ice-T
the main
will be
character.
Ice-T Ank Girl.
Really fun.
Ice-T plays everyone in the film.
Yeah, right.
Random fun fact. One of my friends, his mom sold a house to Ice-T, and ever since then, like Ice-T would randomly show up at events with them, like while he was
Really?
growing up. Yep. So he has, like, I think it was like his like 5th birthday or like 13th or 14th birthday party. Ice-T went to his party.
Damn,
That's pretty cool.
That's really
I'm jealous.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be that'd be legit.
That would be rad.
I just saw him in Johnny Mnemonic this week.
I fucking love Johnny Mnemonic.
It's such a
Henry Rollins too as a
yeah,
doctor.
it was
Believable.
Yeah, absolutely. Henry Rollins is a smart dude.
yeah,
That's true.
smart and angry guy.
Yes. Yes.
And a liar.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you lie about? I didn't hear about that.
I'm a liar.
Good song.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar.
Wow, just like Henry Rollins.
Beautiful.
No, I'm not all that familiar with his music.
Rollins' band was pretty decent. He's an incredible writer, and though not a great singer.
Yeah.
Great yeller, and had an incredible backing band.
That's-
Like some of his stuff with Rollins' band bordered on prog. It's funny. Aaron and I were just talking about it this morning because Rollins' band came up on Faction Punk on Sirius, and it's complicated guitar lines, non-standard chords and solos, and a very active bass line mixed with angry, lyrics, and it's a really good mash.
Some sick
Did
spoken
he also
word.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
he
I was
did some
gonna-
spoken
yeah.
word stuff
Yeah,
too, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I hide behind a smile and something. I can't remember.
Beautiful.
Cut it. Print it.
Beautiful.
It's been a long ass time since I've thought about that song
Yeah.
where he dresses up like a bloody hemorrhoid. And
Oh God.
So, what
music video
speaking
always
of
makes
bloody
me laugh.
hemorrhoids, what have you guys been playing this week?
A Bloody Hemorrhoid Simulator 2021.
Oh,
Funny you
that's
should
out
ask.
already?
Yeah.
I heard there's a weird paywall though.
I have been playing. I got a review copy of Sega Ages Sonic 2. So I've been playing that, and they added the drop dash from Sonic Mania to it.
Spicy.
So
Sonic
that's pretty cool.
Tuesday.
And then they obviously allow you to play Sonic 2 and Knuckles as well. It's great. It's great. But it made me revisit Sonic Mania, which I haven't done like basically since I beat it, after like it first came out. And man, that game is a fucking masterpiece.
Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yep.
Like
It is so good.
I need Sonic Mania 2 now. Like, because Sonic Mania was incredible. It's all well and good and fun
That's
to go
because
back.
it wasn't made by Sonic Team.
Yeah, that's because Sonic Team is
It's because
lost
Christian Whitehead
all-
was involved, and that guy, whenever that guy's been involved with a Sonic game.
What else has he been involved in?
A lot of the ports of like Sonic CD when that got ported to Steam and stuff like that, he cleaned it up a bit and added stuff to it as far
Oh,
as
okay.
he's taken. And I don't know his work all that well. Brent's the guy to talk to you about that one, but I know that he's worked on making those old Sonic games look good on new consoles.
Right on.
So
Nice. Yeah. It's just so fucking perfect.
and the soundtrack's dope because T-Lopes is dope.
So I haven't really played it since I guess they added some like DLC.
Oh, the
stuff to it.
Encore
Yeah.
mode, yeah.
So I haven't played Encore yet.
With Mighty the Armadillo and I think Ray the Flying Squirrel.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give that a go.
I know Mighty, but I don't give a shit about Ray.
I played Jedi Fallen Order,
Oh yeah, because I
you let me borrow
loaned
it?
it to you. Yeah.
and I am fucking loving it.
Really?
I love this game. It is so good, and they mention a lot of stuff from Dave Filoni's cartoons,
Right on.
like the red planet, the Dathomir. That second planet that you go on is a planet from Clone Wars
Spoilers!
and Rebels, and they mention the Night Sisters and everything, and it's like I was like, what the fuck? And there's a whole bunch of stuff that they mention offhandedly, and I'm just like, this is awesome.
This is pod racing.
God.
Now this is pod racing. It's I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
Some of the
Hello there.
precision platforming is pretty punished, though.
I actually am not having as much of an issue as you were. I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
There
but-
was one part that I spent half an hour trying to get an extra.
really.
Yeah.
Well, that.
And it was all because of one precision jump.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't because of me. It was because it was not like
Letting you.
it's this domed area with a ledge that's up, and I was swinging enough to get up to that ledge, and I was getting over there, and it just wasn't sensing it right. And so it was like pushing me down.
I mean, I've said that a lot when I'm having trouble playing a game too. It's the
Yes.
game's fault.
That sounds like something a casual would say.
The game is broken.
Casual.
Why is it not working?
My controller button didn't work right.
Yes.
Goddamn Mad Cat's controller.
Oh my god.
My brother's always taking the real one.
But I have never been that guy. And
Oh, neither have
you know when you can blame, like you know when it's not you. You know how that feels.
Yeah, but you could never tell anyone because then they're just gonna be like, yeah, okay.
Yup. Yup.
I'm never. Whenever I fail at games, it's always the game. It's
That explains a lot about your personality.
It is always my lack of skill. I must return to my room after each death and flagellate myself till I repent.
Have you been watching me?
But no, for the most part, the controls are fine, and it is like Souls lighty.
yeah. It's.
But
I like the combat. The combat's hard enough to where it's like it feels like you're playing Souls, but it's not the same kind of like.
yeah.
It's just gonna murder you in the face and hold up the middle finger the whole time. It's just
We're
enjoyable.
gonna have to blur that out.
The area where I had problems is where you get like the force push.
Okay, I haven't gotten too far yet.
Okay.
So I only got to Dathomir.
So send me a message when you get to that place. There's lots of balls that you have to move around and shit.
okay.
And I guess it's not really force push. It's more like a telekinetic. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I played it. But when you get there, just send me a message.
Okay.
And I'll tell you where to try and make the jump.
Okay.
And you will start screeching.
Sounds like me when I play video games in general. But yeah, besides the gameplay too, just the story's really fun. The voice acting is brilliant. Like Siri and
Well, yeah, because
It's great.
like the dude playing the main character in that is the dude who plays Joker in Gotham. He's also one of the kids on
oh my
Shameless.
god!
I mean, look at the face model of the character.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah,
Like,
as soon as you
actually
said it,
him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh duh.
Yep.
I love that guy. I guess good.
So the voice acting is going to be top notch because the casting is real. Like,
That's fucking awesome.
yeah.
I like it. I am loving it. And they also just announced that they're started development 2 on number 2.
Good.
So, what have you been playing, Brooks?
what of you?
I have not been playing Sonic Mania this week because I got it. I had it on Steam, but I wanted it on my PlayStation, so I don't have to take my laptop out every time. And so I beat it this morning because it's one of those games that I can pick up for like a couple of, like 15, 20 minutes at a time or whatever. And so I beat it. Got all the Chaos Emeralds. It's great. I always feel very good when I do that.
Good, you better.
Yeah.
You deserve to feel good. You know that?
I do. And also I picked up the both X collections this week because they were very much on sale.
Did you not have them already?
No. So I have iterations of a lot of those games just strewn about, for whatever physical medium, but I didn't have them in one place. I mean, I think I had it was on PS2, the X collection that was 1 through 6 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, I hadn't gotten them because we've been playing them so much, that I just didn't want to play them in my off time. But now I got them. So
Hell yeah, brother.
yep.
Very nice, brother.
What about you?
I was hunting monsters. But also...
Go figure.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Without you, Ryan.
Yeah. I had to make that fucking commercial.
I know. But I also have been I'm doing one more playthrough of Fire Emblem after the DLC stuff that I like, because I did the side story, and now I'm trying to do with all the new classes and everything.
Yeah.
And my party is going to have a lot of war monks. I'm going to beat people to death with my bare hands and shout the word of God at them.
God.
Dan's finally getting to live his fantasy.
I don't know what it is, man. Anytime I can play a video game or any sort of game at all, and it gives me like shit posting potential to be a crusader, that's what I'm doing.
God wills it.
Dan's career path of choice when he was a child was a crusader.
I'm telling you, man, I wish they made an extra melee weapon for the War Monk where it's just a book and you just use the unarmed animation with a book and just start smacking people with it.
Just a Bible. A bookmark hanging out of it.
But of course, reality is disappointing.
Naturally.
So we have actually come to the end of the podcast, which means it's Ask Reddit time.
Ask Reddit with Topless Robot.
Ask Topless Robot. If you could make one food have one special effect on whoever eats it, what would you do?
I'd make enchiladas that made people shit themselves.
That's
fairly easy.
That already exists.
Oh, we're talking about me. Okay. That was just the first thing. That was the first thing that came to my mind. It's like, well, what's something that a food already does to people?
Just go undercook some enchiladas. You'll be shitting in no time.
Whenever you eat an apple, it violently repels all doctors within a 5-mile radius.
Done. End it there. I don't fucking give a shit what either of you have.
That's perfect.
That's it. That's it. We're done. Thank you for watching and or listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Yeah, let me tell you something, brother. You load the podcast with the rocket fuel, and you start the mega powers, and you hit that subscribe button. Ooh, I'm not gonna rip my shirt because it's the only one I have right now. Subscribe.